Right, and good morning and welcome back to Rusty's Rustic Pantry. We haven't done anything for a while, but with work commitments and other bits and pieces, just really haven't had the time. And also, we've put a lot of thought into the project we're going to look at today. And what we're going to be looking at is a prosciutto, basically a Parma style ham that's cured and then aged over several months. What I have here is a leg of pork that's been taken off at the shank for me, and it's still got the H-bone in. And before we do anything, even consider curing this, there's some preparation work we have to do to make this ready. I haven't done this before. This is purely being done on the back of the success of the lamb prosciutto that I tried. You may have seen the video for that. So this is all going to be a bit of a gamble. It's all, a little bit by the seat of your pants. And the first thing we have to do is look at trimming this face up and getting this bone out here. I don't know if you can see that. This is the H-bone. It's part of the pelvis, the hip. And we need to get down to the ball knuckle that's underneath here and expose that before we do anything else. So first things first, a nice sharp knife, a nice bony knife, sharpen it up. And we're going to start trimming off all these excess pieces of meat, like so, all these fatty pieces. We're not going to discard them, they'll come in handy for something or other. I just grab a plate, start putting some of those on there, out of the way. Now this is the bone we need to get down to, in here. I've never actually done this before, so I really am sort of flying blind here. I really should have asked the butcher if he'd do this for me, but in for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. If you don't have a go at it yourself, well, you never will learn, I suppose. Apparently there's a hole in here, yeah, I found that. Again, little bits of meat we discard as we go along. Just trying to feel exactly where this bone goes. The last thing I want to do is start losing meat and wasting it unnecessarily. It should all come down to this joint here. I need to go, I have to turn around that way, so what do I see is I'm just cutting round the far side of this bone. It's not too bad a job. There we go, expose all that part there. I think there's a ridge there which we can get under. Get in there as close as we can. Just minding our fingers. Quite a large piece of bone to take out. Right, I've just gone through a tendon there, which I think helps hold it onto the ball joint itself. So here we go, there's the ball joint. There we go, we'll have that exposed in a moment. There we go. There's quite a bit of blood in here, and we're going to have to deal with that in a couple of minutes. Oh wow, look at that, that's out. That it's coming fairly clean. You can see where the ball socket has sat in that. Let's turn this around again now. There we go, there's the actual ball socket itself. Now we have to start cutting down the meat a little bit to get that socket exposed. This whole piece here, we can take that off. We're looking for that characteristic teardrop shape of a ham. And again, all the extra meat that's hanging off and all the excess fat, trim away. Again, this piece here sitting on top, a little bit dry. It's anything that sort of hangs off loose, we just want to take away, follow the seams of the meat, again there, just get down to that ball joint. You really need to expose that joint. Otherwise you'll find that the moisture around that joint will actually cause your prosciutto to rot while it's hanging outside. Okay, I'm just tidying these up. Again, cut around the bone. To the sinew. Take off these extra sinewy bits here. That's not too bad actually. Let's get these bits in there by the bone. Now there is also in here a major artery that goes down the leg. I think it's the femoral artery or something like that, or femoral vein, or the other. And we need to make sure there's no blood in that as well. I'm going to turn this over. There's any more bones anywhere else? A little bit of a bristly bit there that can come out. Shake that off like that. Now we've got loads of fat here. We'll just take a little bit off the skin side there. There we go. Bin. Try and keep tidy as we work. Oh. Right, that is starting to look a bit more like a traditional ham. And loose bits of meat, they're only going to cause problems for you. You're better off getting rid of them now, because all they will do is give areas for bacteria to hang in and potentially cause your prosciutto to rot during the curing process, and that's the last thing you want to do. This piece of meat cost around about, well, it's £28. I forget how much it weighed when we first got it, but we'll have a weigh once we've trimmed everything away and got it ready for salting. Okay, that I think will be about right. Nice long cuts, try and make it as neat as possible. A bit more sinew in there, take that out. Down to the bare face of the meat, so that all your cure has a chance to interact with the flesh and it's not held back by sinews and anything like that. Okay, now we need to come to that vein that we were talking about. I'm going to give this a quick wipe over. There you go, the joint's nicely exposed. We've got that sort of teardrop shape going on the ham itself. Now the easiest way to get some excess blood out, if I turn this over, I've got a rolling pin here. I'm just basically going to put as much weight and pressure on this as we can. You know, the phone goes off. Turn it off for a second. She'll probably phone back in a second or two. You wait. Should have turned it off anyway, but there you go. As much pressure as you can get down onto that, back over again. I think this has actually been quite well bled looking at it beforehand. We want to make sure everything's out. Give another wipe. You see there's some blood come out of it. Still not a great deal. A good wipe over. Any other little nobules, bits and pieces that you want to take out. Some connective tissue around the bone perhaps. There we go. There. Okay, right, I think that is probably now ready to look at our salting, our cure. Now previously when we talked about salting and curing meats, I've shown you a commercial cure that's pre-made. This cure we're going to use for this is going to be a homemade cure. We use a combination of salts, sugars and Prague powder number 2. Okay, this is the stuff here. This is different to Prague powder number 1 that we use for the bacons. This actually has nitrate and nitrite in it. Bear in mind this Parma ham, or we can't really call it Parma ham, it's prosciutto. Parma hams are a protected food, can be made in certain regions. Parma is both certain pigs grown in certain regions. So this is going to be a prosciutto, same sort of thing. You're going to eat it, it's not going to be cooked, it's going to be very, very finely sliced when you eat it, and there's no need to cook this, which is why we use the Prague powder number 2, because you're using a lot longer cure time. This will probably take about, I should say nearly a month, 30 days in salt and the Prague powder to actually cure. It'll come out and then probably hang in a meat safe, sheltered outside for about 12 to 15 months, I reckon, depending on how things go. But that's it all trimmed up ready, and when we come back we'll just show you how to go about making the cure, mixing the cure, weighing the cure up, and then putting it away to cure in the fridge. Okay, we'll be back in a while.